They were only headphones, so what harm would it do if I borrowed them? Surely the guy wouldn't be devastated over a pair of headphones, right? I tried to refocus on my book, pushing the thought away, but the allure of those headphones was too strong. Moments later, the boy took a brief leave, likely to the restroom. Seizing the opportunity, I discreetly slipped the earphones into my pocket. I reassured myself that I used them momentarily and then returned them, though a nagging voice inside told me the chances of that happening were slim. When he returned, he didn't seem to notice his missing headphones. Internally, I celebrated the smoothness of the operation. I played it cool for a while, and eventually I left the library inconspicuously. Once I was out of sight, a giddy feeling consumed me. It reminded me of the thrill I'd felt days ago after sneaking away with a candy bar. On my journey home, I plugged them in and my suspicions were confirmed. The music quality was exceptional, and so I found a new thrill to chase. I must admit, I had become quite adept at this. Beyond the candy bar and headphones, I'd also borrowed a keychain from my dad's friend during dinner, a lipstick from my aunt, a baseball from our neighbor's yard, and even my dad's shiny lighter. Not that I had any use for a lighter, but its gleam was too tempting. These items, while not necessarily useful to me, gave me a thrill. They symbolized conquests and moments of daring. At school during breaks, I'd often admire the day's collection before stashing them safely in my bag, anticipating the moment I could add them to my secret stash at home. My collection, my treasures, was kept in a box hidden in my closet, safe from prying eyes and potential questions. Exiting the restroom, I held my bag gingerly, protecting today's prize, a small perfume bottle I'd taken during lunch from a classmate's bag. In the corridor, I bumped into my math teacher. After exchanging pleasantries, she requested help with moving some papers from her office to her car. I willingly agreed and followed her. She mentioned her car was parked at some distance, making it hard for her to transport the papers on her own. As we entered her office, 2 boxes filled with papers awaited on her desk. But what caught my eye wasn't the boxes, but a gleaming gold pen engraved intricately. It was too far to decipher the text from where I stood. As she picked up one of the boxes, I swiftly pocketed the pen before taking the other box. Once her car was loaded, we parted ways. Back home, I reviewed my day's borrowed items, placing them in my collection box. It wasn't until I spotted a pencil case filled with pencils, reminiscent of another classmate's collection from earlier, that I remembered the pen from my teacher's office. Retrieving it from my dress pocket, I finally examined the engraving. To my surprise, it was just mundane details about the pen, like its model number and ink type. As I uncapped the pen, a tiny folded note slipped out. With growing curiosity, I gingerly opened the note to reveal only 3 words, but those words were enough to send a chill down my spine. "I know your secret." The statement, written in a fine red ink, took a moment to sink in. Was it a deliberate message for me from inside my teacher's pen, or was it merely a strange coincidence? Surely no one was aware of my secret habit. Desperately trying to dispel the anxiety, I replaced the cap and set the pen with the other borrowed items. As I was about to hide my stash, the words resonated once again, but now it was as if I could hear my teacher's voice uttering them. Had she seen? Did she plant that note for me to find? Paranoia and doubt clouded my thoughts.